Welcome to Tales of Terror, the channel that delves into the most powerful horror stories and true terrifying horror stories, as we explore the darkest corners of the mysterious art world. Today, we have a spooky tale to share with you, one about a captivating painting that has captured the attention of many, but also one cautions of caution from those who know its secrets. In this chilling account, the protagonist discovers an enchanting work of art, a painting that holds a dark secret in its alluring beauty. It is said to personify an evil force, trapped by the crafty strokes of an ancient artist who wielded brush magic. The legends surrounding this mystical masterpiece have fascinated and terrified people for ages, leaving tales of amazement and awe in their wake. Dear viewers, as mystery spread, we invite you to join us on this terrifying journey. Subscribe to Terror and interact with us through the comments to share your thoughts and theories about this painful tale. But beware as you immerse yourself in this captivating story, because the art world may hold more horrors than you can imagine. Will our protagonist escape unscathed, or will they become embroiled in a nightmare of their own making? Only time will reveal the true extent of the painting's power. Stay tuned for more spine-tingling tales, here at Tales of Terror. In the mysterious world of art, there is a legend surrounding a captivating painting. They say a cup of coffee is good, but not when you find yourself fascinated by the same sight over and over again. That's what happened to me with this mysterious artwork. Everyone I spoke to warned me not to delve into his secrets. Picture this: a beautiful girl surrounded by enchanting trees. But beware, there is more to it than meets the eye. Legend has it that it embodies the spirit of evil power, trapped within the painting by a cunning artist who wielded the power of magic in his brush strokes. He sought to captivate the world with his art, and ever since, tales of amazement and awe have swirled around the painting. The story takes a frightening turn when the painter passes away before completing his masterpiece. However, to the amazement of his family, the painting miraculously finished itself, untouched by human hands. With my graduation project only a week away, I'm determined to choose this captivating painting as my subject. I can feel his attractiveness drawing me in, despite the cautionary tales and superstitions. My art teacher would expect nothing of the sort, and I believe that my audacity in choosing such a mythical and mystical subject would surely impress them, proving that I am not one to be swayed by mere superstition. The intrigue and mystery unfold as she sneaks into the museum, secretly snapping a photograph of the mysterious drawing. Back home, I was relieved to find my mother had returned, unaware of my secret adventures, providing the perfect cover for my artistic pursuit. But as I embarked on my creative journey, fate seemed to play a mischievous hand. One clumsy move, and the first cup of coffee wreaked havoc on my colors, making me anxious. The spill continued with each subsequent cup, which made me wary. What was going on? The situation became almost unbearable, testing my nerves, and I began to question reality. The strange incidents did not end there. On the second day, an alarming revelation awaited me. The girl's smile, which I so carefully planned and painted the day before, disappeared without a trace. Undeterred, however, she pressed on to complete the painting despite the inexplicable events. But as I focused on my art, a strange feeling began to take hold of me at home. The feeling of being watched, even though I wasn't seen, sent shivers down my spine. Time seemed to pass while painting developed at an unprecedented pace, much to my chagrin. Something inexplicable was playing, an otherworldly energy driving my hand. Each passing day intensifies the mystery, blurring the lines between the ordinary and the extraordinary. With the final brushstrokes appearing on the canvas in record time, I could not shake the feeling that I had become a conduit for forces beyond comprehension. What kind of painting did you find? And what consequences were awaiting me for tampering with her secrets? Answers eluded me, and I found myself embroiled in an artistic odyssey like no other. The clock was ticking, and the project deadline loomed just 2 days away. I had to hold on to the plate until it was time to serve everything up. I locked it away in a room full of forgotten things and mementos of my late father. But then, that very night when I finished painting, something strange happened. Strange echoes echoed from the locked room, disturbing me. Unable to sleep, I mustered up the courage to investigate. Opening the door, my eyes widened in disbelief. The painting hung on the wall, as if it had a mind of its own. I was sure I didn't get the hang of it. I didn't lose my mind. My mother avoided that room, letting me deal with anything to do with my late father. It was my domain, not mine. As I approached the painting, my heart raced with fear. The pretty girl in the artwork had turned into a terrifying beast, and the peaceful trees around her now looked yellow. The painting underwent a terrifying transformation, and an air of suspicion engulfed the room. My nerves were frayed, and I knew I had to trust someone. I quickly called my friend Mark, desperate for answers. I poured everything that happened. He looked concerned but also cautious in his response. Mark warned me of a tragedy that occurred when someone attempted something similar. This guy ended up hanging himself, and Mark believed the painting was the cause. According to his research, there was a curse that could only be broken by removing the painting from the building. He urged me to stress that I had not hung up the painting and stressed the importance of removing it from my house immediately. Fear and confusion gripped me as I hung up the phone. What have I found, and how can I break this malevolent curse? Time was running out, and the ominous presence of the painting cast a dark shadow over every idea I had. Mark's words struck me like a bolt of lightning, leaving me paralyzed with shock. In that moment of distress, my thoughts turned to my mother. I rushed toward her room, but was met with a loud, ominous yell. I panicked as I banged on the door, desperately calling out to her. There was no response. Fear gripped my heart as I pushed the door into a scene of terror, a scene so terrifying that I could scarcely comprehend it. My mother was lying lifeless on the floor, covered in blood, with a knife in her hand. The world around me blurred as my mind refused to grasp the reality of what had just happened. Memories blurred, and my sense of self seemed to fade. A week of investigations and an autopsy only confirmed the unthinkable: my mother had committed suicide. In the aftermath, I returned home, a place that now felt empty without her presence. An overwhelming desire drew me into the locked room, and when I entered, I could not believe my eyes. The painting that had changed drastically from before was now back to its original state. The girl's laughter was reverberating throughout the room, and the trees outside were lush green once more. But what surprised me was the girl's features. She was like my mother's. The inexplicable events that unfolded weave a disturbing tapestry of connections between the painting and my mother's fate. Was there a hidden force at play, something beyond our comprehension? The painful truth came out, but I couldn't stand there, grappling with a mysterious web of events, searching for answers to the unsolvable puzzle.